I built a charging shelf for my DJI drone. I put it in my home office. I wanted to make it over the top as much as possible. This project gave me the opportunity for the first time to use my CNC I built 6 or 7 years ago, and my 3D printer for the first time. Using the same 3D model prints in both machines, I can really check and compare dimensions between the two machines. For the top, I am using red oak, 15 millimeter thick. Here I'm just doing a rough cut to length. I will need to glue up 4 boards to get the width that I want. I have a pretty small shop. I am constantly rolling equipment in and out. I'm currently designing a bench that will incorporate my table saw, miter saw, and router table. Marking up how I want my boards layout for gluing. I'm sure everyone does it different. My father taught me this method when I was a teenager. I won't be changing. Close and open gates from the in-house vacuum system to my router table. From my markings, I know which edge to router. Square up one edge on each board for gluing. This is before I built my power feeder. I had no choice but the old-fashioned way. I put box tape on my glue blocks so they won't stick to my boards. Found good old Elmer's wood glue in China. You can find it, but it's pretty expensive here. I said earlier I need 4 boards to get to the width that I want. I first glued 2 boards together, then later glue those together. I just find it much easier to only have to mess with one glue joint at a time. I give that glue overnight to dry. Repeat the process of marking and then routering one edge of the board. Now glue those 2 boards together. Now I've got my 4 board width and only have to deal with one glue joint at this time as well. Just makes it much easier for me. Now I run it through the thickness planer to get both sides even and clean. In my table saw sled, I square up both ends and cut to length. For the front and 2 sides, I am using sapele. Here I'm just getting them all to the same width. On the CNC, I'm milling out all the letters. I use a pocket toolpath in my CAM program. The 3D printer printing all the letters. The cutter I'm using is a 2 millimeter diameter carbide router bit. We were able to find Minwax in China. We buy it through the Shanghai distributor. Only staining the red oak, I will leave the sapele unstained. Finishing up gluing and attaching, nailing in the back and the face of the shelf. As you can see, I like using a lot of clamps. After getting the face in place and then nailing it in with my air nailer, I didn't like how it sucked up into the face, so I added a few clamps. Some more Minwax polyacrylic. I put a thin coat on, or initial coat, on the bare sapele and the stained red oak just so I can glue the 3D printed parts in. I got all the 3D letter printed. I glued them in with like a super glue type glue. Here they call it 502 or 501 glue. It's a super glue type product. Inserting the letters in from the 3D printed letters into the CNC cut letters, I was shocked how well they matched. It was great. After getting all the letters glued in, I put a couple coats of polyacrylic on it. Took a look at it and I said, nah, not over the top enough yet. So I made some new prints on CAD, 3D CAD, and got back on the CNC and wanted to add some more bling. At this time I've got the CNC running and then also the 3D printer at the same time printing out all the new letters. Okay, now the milling is done with the characters and letters. The 3D printing is done with the characters and letters. Now I glue them into place and I'm almost done. Alright, fire off the 3D printer again. Get all these parts printed. Use a red construction paper on the back to show some highlight. Finished product. Fun build.